welcome to Health Hits Experience.
The anger is sort of what keeps me going.
This is how change works. Small things all gathered together.
Make sure that the rest of the group knows.
So I need to know that you have my back on this.
Welcome to Health Hits Experience, the smooth jazz radio station that only plays one song in a loop, but you can't tell because it's jazz. Welcome back, main campaign, and we are about to jump in after a very exciting cliffhanger last time we were here. So just as a fun little, if you missed it, we had a 3-part prequel, 3-shot, 1-shot with 3 parts, whatever you want to call it. And those are all up on our YouTube channel now that you can watch them. And then we restreamed the last episode from main campaign before that last week. And now here we are all together as a group. You may notice we are in different spots again because I like to do a thing called move everybody around. And this was democratically elected, these seats. I didn't do anything. The Discord server did. If you're not in our Discord server, you're missing out on voting where people get to sit. So clearly, my favorite part was the unanimous decision for Rob being all the way over there.
As far away as possible.
Well, it was some good voting for each one, and then it was like Rob sits there. So that was fun and exciting.
Close to the door.
No, Rob's got to go at any given moment.
Just leaves.
Just gotta go. Good?
We're good.
Okay. All right, well, because we are here and we are ready to rock and roll, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to jump in with a little bit of a recap in a narrative way. If you are a little confused about what's going on, sorry, there's a lot that's happened, and I don't want these bozos to recap it.
Is it because we always do so bad?
Yeah!
We really jump
And
all
I
over
don't
the
have any
place.
more tokens to give out, so we're going to jump right into it. The security cameras in the secret underwater facility record the monotony of day-to-day activities. The facility hasn't seen a high-profile Zalarian official in years, and the scientists haven't made any notable progress on their experiments, even with the introduction of new test subjects. The defense integrations do their job to keep out any unwanted visitors, and the guards take out their boredom with unsanctioned mixed martial arts. Except today. Today, the cameras recorded 5 guards take over from the leaving 6 during the shift change. Grainy black and white footage captured them entering the delivery bay, modifying the terminal, and exiting. The cameras on board one of the defense integrations show low-quality footage of a torpedo colliding with an unidentified underwater vehicle. A glitch on the screen, and the footage shows utter chaos in the lab. The raging form of prisoner 20842, flaky green scales, and a large claw are all that are in the frame rate of the camera as they slash at any scientist who comes within range. Glitch. Camera 7 sweeps over the lab. There are 5 bodies on the floor visible as the static clears. Camera 3, a figure falls from the delivery chute, landing limp on the padding. Camera 6, the guards that came in earlier that shift care for a petite bat-like person. Camera 7, they search the destroyed lab. Camera 5, one stands on the catwalk above the cells, pointing here and there as the Magitech arms deftly maneuver around. The footage pauses. We're gonna rewind. We find ourselves now on board ZMV is karate with the sun. I tried.
It's okay.
The Luminade in charge of Project IMSS. The scientists on board called it the Super Soldier Project. They did that a lot, assigning nicknames to everything. You don't even think that she likes being called the Sun. But there she is, her holographic form standing in front of you, Cyrus, and 40 other Spasmarians, eyeing each of you with distaste. She stands there and she says, I'm disappointed. I expected better, but it appears that many of you keep expiring. And because I cannot trust anyone involved with this project, I will be selecting you, several of you, for further experimentation. She slowly makes her way down this line of 40 of you, selecting some, rejecting others, and she stops in front of you, Sirish, looking gaunt, scarred, and with much more noticeable scales around your eyes.
I find it interesting you chose me to stop in front of. There are plenty others.
This may be why.
Oh? Because
You're speaking up when others do not.
I speak up because I'm the smallest, if you haven't noticed.
And you're doing better than most?
If you mean I have not yet exploded and I have figured out how to, I guess, control this, whatever you have given us. Yes.
Control is part of this. You know this.
I have an idea. I don't know much, as there is much that you have neglected, that everyone here has neglected to tell any of us. After we have watched individuals blow up, don't kick around the bush here. We've blown up. And you continue to speak to us as if we were more than, well, I would say rats, but I believe rats get better treatment.
Is this really how you want to go about this?
I do not know, because you've still neglected to say nothing. Unless you would prefer me show, I can demonstrate what I can do.
She gestures to an open area on the floor of this ship that has access to whatever weapons of choice that you tend to use.
And he does walk out and looks for a Gatling gun and then also a double-headed flail. Grabs them both. And as he does, his eyes would glow green. And green energy would pass through his hands and both would ignite.
The weapons. Do you do anything else?
He fires the Gatling gun right above the sun's head.
She's a hologram.
I know.
Still a power move.
She
We're
does
going
not.
full-blown Hunger Games
She
in this shit.
does not flinch.
Oh my god.
In fact, she moves a little closer to you, even though she is a hologram. Walks around you, looking at all sides of you. Motions for you to get back in line. And makes a decision. You can see her nod to someone off the hologram. And says, I don't know if it would be worth our time. You will stay here, and we will figure out how to use your skills better. In the meantime,
Use my skills better.
in the meantime, you are going to stay away from everyone else for a week.
Another week of confinement, another week of solitary. Fantastic. I am so excited. I cannot wait.
We're going to rewind again.
Jesus Christ.
Standing on the cliffs of Molin on the planet Turbin, you found out how badly you had fucked up. The Mark, a high-profile Zalarian that you and Hieronymus Derval had conned 5 years earlier, stands on the brink of the ledge. Extended from her hand is an electrified baton, and at the end of it is Derval, inches away from going over the edge. She looks at you and says, the problem with doing the same trick twice is that there's a possibility they learned after the first time. Your face may look different, but everything about you is the same.
All right. That's not true. Because I can make my voice different. I have different mannerisms. And the whole time here, Hieronymus is... where is Hieronymus in relation to this? I'm down below.
You're, lower than she is with Derval on the cliff.
Right. So Hieronymus is,
At this time,
Yeah.
you're going by...
the name, in this particular instant, Adel Dazim. And so look here. What we want to do is we want to just be chill about this, right? Because there's always something that can be discussed. There's always a deal that can be made. There's always an arrangement that we can come to, right?
We're way past arrangements.
No. There's always got to be something that's more important than whatever you have in mind. There's always an offer that can be made that will be better than what's currently on the table.
You're making the offer?
I'm asking what the offer might be. That's how negotiation works. I don't know what to offer until I know what it is that you want and what you need, but I can get it for you. Because I'm really good at getting things for people. You may notice that.
I've noticed that you take and take and take, and you think that there are no consequences to this. Taking is what got you here. And she's like pushing, she's not turned it on, but she is pushing Derval closer to the edge.
All right, but I would contend that taking is what got you where you are.
Go on.
What's the difference? Is it just a matter of who's holding the baton?
That is usually how power works, yes.
The thing about power is that you can lose it, or you can have it taken.
You want to see power?
No, I don't want to see power. I most definitely at this moment do not want to see whatever you have in mind as potentially being power. What I want to see is an open line of communication. There must be something that you need. There must be something more important to you than teaching some nobody a lesson.
You think I got here by willy-nilly walking about, not distributing consequences? I am the consequence.
Okay, point taken. And the whole time here, I am trying to maneuver into a position where I could get off a shot, push a giant beanbag chair underneath where he's going to fall. Anything I can do here, right? I mean, we're in full scale, keep stall talking until an idea comes to me, but no ideas are coming currently.
She's watching you.
Yeah.
She's got enough eyes to do that.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth roll.
The fact that there's no music makes this way more intense.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
No, it's good. I really like it.
Okay.
That is a 21, but since this is happening in the past, I'm probably not at this high a level. So it's probably a couple points lower than that.
I will say that she doesn't notice when you do things. If you're like trying to kick a rock or move things around, you're on the edge of a cliff, so there's not a beanbag chair to throw underneath,
Sure.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But she does notice when you cross whatever invisible line that she had put between you two. And when this happens, the inevitable occurs. She turns on the baton and Hieronymus Derval, who the whole time has not been saying anything because he doesn't know what to say to help the situation, goes over the edge. You watch him fall with the leather of his coat burned up with a hole in it, and you see him backlit by the light going between the mountains as the sun is setting. And that's where you remember the end of this. You got away somehow. She didn't grab you and put you in the tank that you find out later is what's been happening with shapeshifters.
Yeah.
But you lost your mentor that day.
Yeah.
He is gone. We're going to rewind again. We're going to jump around a little bit. Bayaz Penmark never looked at you. You would think with the fact that you took care of his darling Delilah that he would at least look in your direction, but he never did. It's a chilly morning in Edo City, and Bayaz is sharing his morning coffee with a guest. She doesn't look at you either, but you can tell that she's aware of you. The two of them are talking about a project that Bayaz is working on, and you pick up the words life extension before Delilah dives under the table, knocking coffee everywhere. You begin to clean it up when the guest grabs your dark purple arm, and she says, "How old are you?"
Oh, I'm only 25.
She turns back to Bayaz and she says, "You might want to consider factors like where on the body to be factored into the cell growth. Although personally, I still think you should consider shells, Penmark." She doesn't look at you again, but Delilah is still underneath the table.
Is she still holding my hand, or can I
Yeah.
continue cleaning?
You can.
I'm just gonna keep cleaning with my other 3 arms,
Yeah.
like looking at her in case she wants to talk to me again, because I'm very obedient.
Yeah. Do you stick around to hear more?
If they'll let me. If they don't kick me out of the room, I'll just like take my place back in like the corner again, and then also try and like peek under the table to get a glimpse of Delilah.
Delilah's not bothering them, although she does pop out every so often and say hello to her father.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket and pull out a snack and just kind of like slowly shift it under the table so that Delilah can take it. It's just like a thing we get to do where it's like her dad's like, "She's gonna get fat," and I'm like, "Okay."
Don't look. Don't look at it. They talk some more. A lot of it's too technical for you to understand. But this guest spends a lot lot of time looking back at you.
Is she still holding my hand?
She's not still holding
Okay,
your arm
I was like,
anymore.
just for hours,
No,
just
she's let go of you, but she has glances over at you.
I will not make eye contact with her because you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. And before she leaves, she stands up in front of you and just inspects you. And then she leaves without saying anything else. We're going to rewind one last time. This isn't the first test you've been put through on the rock, and it certainly won't be the last. But this definitely is the most monitored you'd ever been on a test. There are electrodes on every part of your body, including all 6 of your tentacles, and there are at least 3 scientists with clipboards standing in the room. On the other side of the room is a stationary droid with a large cannon in their chest. You smell it fire up before you see 3 large bolts of electricity hurl themselves at you. Roll me a dex, please.
Just Dex?
Just dex.
14.
You find yourself flat on your back, wind knocked out of you, muscles twitching throughout your body, and every tentacle going haywire. The Archmage walks into your field of vision. Do I ask too much of you, 376? We gave you these modifications so you could be more effective out in the field, not less.
No. I'm trying. I really am.
My patience is wearing very thin. All I want is your success.
They don't listen to me. They still don't listen. I can't make them move when I want them to.
How long have we been at this? Too long. If you can't make them listen, we're going to have to find other ways.
anything.
She looks around the room, nods at the scientists. One of them comes over and helps you back up to your feet, and she says, again. And this goes on for hours. There comes a point where you can't make anything happen anymore. And she's not there. She's left long after the second, third failure. And you're left on your own as the scientists walk out as well.
No, I want it to work. I don't know why it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't.
We're going to fast forward back to where we were. You're trapped under the water. The four of you look to the screen closest to you to see a tall, thin, long-limbed, pale and light blue figure with two large black eyes sitting in an oblong head. Her three-fingered hands rest clasped behind her back as her insect-like legs stroll off the screen. For a moment, she is in the room with each of you, but as the magic coursing through the crystal screen flickers, her form also flickers. Pearl, there's a buzzing in your head for a moment. You can feel your memory bank processing, and then a warning echoes from your voice box in a voice that is not your own.
Error. Memory leak detected. Restarting to last save point. Backup memory locked.
What happens, Pearl?
Has anything happened yet? Or is this just the beginning of it?
This is the first one. Do you remember what I sent you?
Let me find it. What's the modifier?
It's going to be... Here, let me share this with you again. I'm sharing this so that nobody else can see it. A couple things need to happen here.
Okay. Here, let me... +3.
So everybody else, while Robin's rolling this, I will repeat what was said since I was a bit quiet. Pearl, in a voice that is not her own, says, error, memory leak detected, restarting to last save point, backup memory locked. The only person that I assume hears this is Cyrus, who is out in the hall with Pearl. Okay, so that was the first, so you're on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
if below, roll
Yeah,
the next one.
Let me... I don't know why I can never remember my modifiers. I got a 9.
That's really low.
That's really low. My first roll was a crit fail, so...
That's after the second.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Pearl, the last thing you remember before you blink and you are standing in the hall looking at a holographic figure of a person you do not know is Flux handing you an oil rag as you both stand aboard the Plasma Fang. Your face feels different. You're wearing clothes. You are in a place you are not familiar with.
Pearl,
Cyrus, where are we?
we are down in the facility that we just went to. We have been here for.
What?
Are you okay?
I thought we were aboard the ship just now. We just got the Plasma Fang ship. And I was gonna clean because it was filthy. You note that there's no emotion on her face, even though it's fully capable now.
The last thing you remember is.
Have you seen my rag? I swear Flux just handed it to me.
We are not on the plasma fang anymore.
Did someone put me in sleep mode until we got here?
No, you said something though, about returning to the last save point, and like Cyrus's eyes are like darting all around.
Super nervous.
Super nervous. How about we go back to everyone else?
Everyone else is here too.
Well, Flux and Hieronymus are, we should not be split up.
Okay.
Okay. He's gonna point towards the door.
As you were saying this, Elmyra's full holographic figure walks towards you.
Ooh! Would I recognize her at all?
Not with your...
I didn't think so.
Go on. Get back there. Go into that door now.
Yes,
Please.
Oh,
Pearl will hustle into the room.
all right, roll me a dex.
Both of us?
No, if you're the only one moving, roll me a dex, please.
Are there like alarms going off, by the way? No, it's just silent.
It's eerily quiet.
That's so much worse.
It's so much worse.
19.
Okay. I will say that you make it into the
Rolling for skedaddle.
medical suite without her noticing. But as you move, you do notice that she is on every screen.
Oh.
You can see her face flickering on the screen, but there is a holographic form, one singular one, walking towards Cyrus. But it also flickers and really gets down in the transparency and then comes back. And you can tell that it's some kind of magical based
Like a
tech projection.
yeah.
And she comes up to you, takes a minute, and then says, "Unauthorized personnel indeed. You're supposed to be dead."
Yeah, I got better.
Where has this side of Cyrus been? I'm like, oh, he's our sweet dad.
He's sassy.
He's
We
so
had no
sassy.
idea.
Oh man, I can't come back from that.
Take your time.
Dig two. She raises an muscle eyebrow. She doesn't have eyebrows, but she raises like the muscle above her eyes in an expression you haven't seen in a very long time. And then her whole tech kind of just dissolves and comes apart in glitching in cubes and weird. But she's still on the screens on the wall.
Cyrus is gonna like take a few steps back and then bolt into the...
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a dex for that as well.
God!
I just want to see kind of where we're at when you walk in.
Running is, this is an 8.
Okay. So you don't quite make it inside as fast as she does.
Yeah.
She pops off the screen and strides around the room, which, to remind you where we're at, you've got Captain Yalta with 3 limbs on some kind of bed in there. You've got Fazro, who Flux has made infinitely better. I assume at some point you're going to rip off her casts off of her legs.
Probably. Although currently, Flux is literally completely unmoving, just staring at one of the screens. Mm-hmm. No response other than just really wide eyes.
Whatever screen you're looking at, she comes off the one to the right. She looks around the room, and she spots Hieronymus first in a unprecedented way. Kind of tilts her head a little bit and goes, "You're wearing a face that isn't yours. It doesn't look projected on top of your form. Interesting. The roster has a list of who is supposed to be here. That's not right." And she sees you, Pearl, as you've walked in under orders to go inside. You don't really know what's happening a lot, but she walks around you. She does a full scan and takes in your face, your clothing, the glowing crystal in the center of your face. More to herself than to you, goes, did Penmark really succeed? And her form flickers again. It's not really coming through in a clear way, and kind of goes into the screen and then comes back out again. And she does see you eventually, and looks at you with disappointment more than anything, and says, 376. Set my expectations too high, I think. Stooped pretty low.
I'm sorry.
Well, we'll fix that. She's flickering again, starting to distort in a way that stretches her form. But now she is just on the crystal screen. She acknowledges the room as it is and says, due to this unprecedented circumstance, it seems I am forced to activate the advanced lockdown protocol. Shame, really. Can't guarantee that I will be receiving you all in one piece, especially since the lockdown protocol seems to have some bugs in the code. Well, I look forward to your dissections regardless. And the screen just shuts off. No more image is left on there. Nothing's flickering. Nothing is glitching. And all at once, you hear several sounds happening at the same time. You hear the sounds of a bunch of very heavy boots moving kind of from the direction of the VIP, that section of things. And then down the hall the other way, you hear the sound of something very large and mechanical starting to move around. What are we doing?
Was this supposed to happen?
Cyrus is gonna rage.
Against what? The machine.
No, he is gonna rage though and run to the door, and he's like, guys, any plan to get us out at all?
I don't know where we are. Is there not an exit?
We are underwater.
Oh. All right. Is there a ship?
No.
Then how did we get here?
It's a long story. Flux. Flux.
Flux.
Snap two, buddy. Snap two.
What?
Why did they call you 376?
734, isn't it?
We should go.
Flux.
Are you all right?
No,
Do you require sustenance?
no, I don't want to eat anything. He's just kind of like gonna huddle in the corner.
Aww.
Flux. I understand. I understand. I have a lot better idea now. We can panic, or we can get out of it and we can get away from her.
You can't get away from her.
We can.
Pearl's gonna come up to Flux and be like, do I have consent to touch you?
What? What?
Do I have consent to touch you?
Why?
To help calm you.
I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Pearl's going to very slowly and very gently reach a hand out and cast Calm Emotions.
I mean, he's not gonna be resisting it, for sure.
We need Flux here, because I'm not.
Not with a knife.
What? I don't understand. Oh, I don't understand what we're doing.
Apparently, we need to leave.
Oh,
We need to leave fast.
right. Flux just kind of like his like eyelids are like half drooped. Right. What was just said?
All right, so there's some kind of advanced lockdown procedure going on. There's bugs in the code. Probably gonna kill us all. She's looking forward to dissecting us. We need to get the hell out of here.
Oh.
We need you on your game, smart boy.
Right.
let's
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. He's gonna like quickly think for a moment and go, well, if we can access the security office again, we can probably shut down all the doors, right? Maybe I can access the dinos and get them to come back and possibly, I don't know, maybe break the chains or something like that. Maybe we can start flooding some of the chambers. That makes sense, right?
Yep, flooding the chambers. So we need to get through to the security as quickly as possible.
Right.
Right.
And we are. Remind me. We had, when this first started happening, indication that the VIP airlock or something, there were people arriving at that. So yeah.
Cyrus had heard the door open, the big metal door opening. Who's going with Flux?
Cyrus is.
I'll go with Flux.
Yeah, I think we should all.
Are you taking any of the NPCs with you?
I
There's
feel
Fazro
like-
and Captain Yalta in the medical
We
suite
have
right
to
now.
carry them.
Yeah, I feel like we should take
Fazro
them.
could move if you took the cast off her legs.
Right, because we use that machine to like
Put
quick
cast on
heal.
and then Flux healed her.
Yeah.
Up to you guys. I just want to know what who's rolling dex checks.
I'll take the cast off of what's her face.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll something for that?
No, I'm just gonna have you roll the dex with disadvantage because you're doing something else before you're leaving.
Cyrus is gonna run out first.
Yeah. What's your
I'm going with you.
what dex? Dex.
I'm actually literally shaking.
14.
So my dice are only one. 18.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
And is there some kind of like a gurney or something here that can be pushed rather than having to pick somebody up and carry them?
Yeah.
All right, then try to get you're getting the casts off of the Batgirl and
Yeah.
the three-legged.
You've misinterpreted the amount of limbs that Yalta has. He has one currently.
The one-legged.
I wonder why.
How could this have happened?
Wonder
Something
what happened to
happened.
the other limbs.
Okay. All right. So, okay. There are several things happening at once. Fazro is with you, Cyrus, because you rolled a 14 and she rolled a 13.
Okay.
You rolled a 9. Are you trying to roll dex to get out of there? You stay in the medical
I'm sorry.
suite.
Yep.
See,
Just
Pearl's not
a
in a
straight
rush
dex
because
roll?
she doesn't know what the fuck's
She
happening.
doesn't know
She's
what's
not here.
happening. You rolled 19.
I rolled an 18.
And I got a big honking 16 on the next roll.
Okay. You are with Flux. So I don't understand how this happens, but I'm not going to question it. So Flux and Hieronymus make it out first. Whatever things you start to gather, whatever kind of last minute grab and go.
Cyrus sees the gloves and he's gonna grab the
Yes,
gloves real
yes.
quick.
Off the wall, you grab
That's why he's
two
later.
pretty big, chunky gloves that you can put on, and you put them on, you feel like you could lift 3 cars at once.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's there.
They're
That's
just
awesome.
They were there in there.
Thanks, audience.
Thank you, audience.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen because this is everybody moving at once. I'm gonna split the difference here. So when you make it out, everybody makes it out in kind of a haphazardly fashion. You hear and see that there are 6 individuals out in the hall. If I can find them on the map, that would be great.
Are they
Quick question: are they in the same hall we are, or are they going through that? Oh, they're going through like the middle tunnel. Am I correct in thinking that the middle tunnel has 2 doors, one on either side, that like closes?
There's
Like-
a lot of doors that can close, but nothing's closed.
Are they always automatically closed, or are they in an automatically open state?
They're automatically open.
Okay, so if they were disabled, they would stay open.
yeah, you would have to actively close them.
Okay.
Do
So
a
they're
shutdown.
probably like maglocked or something like that.
There's 6 of them. I've just put one gentleman on I say gentleman, it's ambiguous space alien. There are 6 of them in the hallway, and there is a individual emerging from the prisoner access as well. So,
Fantastic.
why don't we, unless you decide to do something else completely, why don't we roll some initiative?
Ugh.
I mean, this does make sense.
Yep.
I have a bunch of ideas, but all of them will probably get us killed, and I'm immediately scared. 20. Not natural, but just
Okay.
20.
A
13.
1. Also not natural, but a 1.
Cyrus?
The duality of man. I got a 13.
13.
20 on the initiative.
Cyrus may not look like he's panicking externally, but he's panicking internally.
Flux can't panic right now because there's magic stopping him from panicking, but that spell only lasts a minute, so...
It was only to like get you
Get
here.
you going.
It doesn't matter now. Now you can be as scared as you want.
But you're moving. Okay, so Fazer's got a 15. We'll put her on the map.
Is there windows anywhere in this place or no?
It's a big glass tunnel, as Rob has so accurately
It is
described
a big glass tunnel.
A hamster tunnel. It's not glass, but it is clear.
Underwater habit
It's
trail.
see-through though.
It's underwater.
So it's
hamster
theoretically
ball.
more fragile than everything else.
No, it's magically imbued.
Good thing I have a dispel magic bomb.
Oh my god.
All right.
Been holding on to that one for a while.
If I'm encountering errors on my end, which I love.
Oh god, I have to find where the bombs are.
Well, there's unfortunately, I'm pressing buttons that do not want to be pressed, and this is where we're landing. So, okay, this is all right. This is gonna be what it is. Flux, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm just trying to get like a quick understanding of my surroundings. So there is there's 2 people that have actually gotten into the hall with us.
There's 6 goons and 1 prisoner.
And they're all in the hallway already. Like they already made it through that glass tunnel area.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're all in that hallway with you.
Does the prisoner look actively hostile?
Don't look happy.
So they look like they're gonna start swinging.
We big man.
Is what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Swinging
I mean,
at us though, or
unclear. Okay.
The problem I'm immediately seeing is that they all seem to be like they're in our way. Is there anybody still coming from the tunnel that they came from, the big glass tube?
Not currently.
Does it sound like there might be other people down there?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
If you're
so
talking about from the VIP area, oh yeah.
6 have made it in. Okay, well I don't want more to make it in, I think is the big thing right now.
Correct.
So I'm going to reach into my bag
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to oh man.
Don't say that.
I am going to reach into my bag and I'm going to pull out a monster thing called a Clippin' Bomb, which I assume just looks like a mess of pipes and like twisting like valves and things along those lines. And I'm going to I have to set the timer for 1 minute. That's not enough time to stop them.
10 rounds.
Yeah.
If we can close the door, it's enough time.
You gotta get somewhere to close the door to.
I'm gonna throw in the Rakos bomb instead. Which is literally just a metal ball with crystals sticking out of it. Like it's like covered in these things.
Shrapnel bomb.
It's entirely like faulty magic crystals.
Oh, good.
It's designed to destroy all magic in a short area. So
Have you met this crew?
I'm going to reach into my bag and I am going to quickly pull it out.
Oh no, Liz.
And I'm going to reach over like where this weird looking wick thing is sticking out. I'm gonna, and as I touch it, the thing begins to like spark and like
Oh god.
start like shooting off different colors. And I'm going to fucking chuck it in there.
Where are you checking it?
I'm throwing it in the hallway that they came from,
Okay.
which should effectively sever off that entire area.
Towards the VIP and the guest
Yeah.
suites. Okay.
Because the idea is it's going to land in there, and they're going to see it and be like, "Oh, we don't want to be anywhere near that," and then immediately run the other way.
Sure. Roll a dex to just see kind of where it lands.
Okay.
Oh my god, 21.
Wow.
I have never rolled this well in my life.
Where
Thank
did you want
goodness.
it to land, I guess, is the question now?
Well, so the idea is that I'm chucking it so that it lands roughly like 2/3 of the way into the tunnel. So it's like close to the entryway, so anybody coming in will see it like a ways away, so it's not just convenient to like throw it or anything.
Okay.
But still definitely there, still really obviously in the way, and very, very dangerous.
What are the effects of this again?
So the effects of the, let me just make sure I'm getting that right. The Rakos bomb is basically, effectively, there is, it's a really big radius.
Oh my
I'm throwing it a
God.
little further now that I'm looking at the radius.
You got a 21. I will let you throw it.
Yeah, it's going into the room. I'm not
Okay.
leaving it in the hallway.
Okay.
Please don't.
Each creature within 120 feet, not behind total cover, has to make a dex save. They take 4d8 force damage and 2d8 piercing damage on a failure, half as much on a success. Any magic effects in the area are dispelled or suppressed for 12 hours if they are a magic item. Spellcasters can attempt to keep spells active as normal, but have to make concentration checks at disadvantage. If the bomb takes damage, on an odd result, the bomb's fine. On an even result, it immediately blows up. Instantly just like dousing the
You
area.
hit it. It explodes.
Deadly anti-magic. So if anybody even touches it, I'm afraid it's probably just gonna blow up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just threw that in there.
How long does that? So once
It takes 5 rounds, so let's get the fuck out
for
of
it
here.
to wait for it to dissipate afterwards.
For it to
or-
blow up.
Okay.
And then there's like 12 hours of anti-magic.
12.
I've been
Not
saving
going that
this
way.
for a special
We gotta
occasion.
fucking go.
It's literally going to detonate that entire bubble.
Either way, we're way too close to it.
Oh
Yeah.
We're very close.
yeah.
Regardless, we are way too
We
close
gotta
to that thing.
skedaddle.
The point is I want to scare them the fuck away.
You're scaring the shit out of everyone
Yeah,
right
scared
now.
shit out of us.
Well, you've got 6 Zalarian Talions who are. This is not fitting on the map, unfortunately, but there's 6 of them who kind of like came through the tunnel and are in the area that you are in.
Yes, and I'm actively recognizing that I am in a very awkward place to fight them.
Well, and I am assuming you threw it kind of like over around something. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're trying to.
I'm sort of just going like.
Yeah.
throwing it
My
down the hallway.
understanding is you're trying to cut off the rest of them.
Yes.
that you know.
I don't
Okay.
want more to show up. I feel like that would be bad.
And would be that. Okay. Well,
And if I'm correct, I have. Let me just make sure. Oh, never mind. That was my full action.
okay, that's your full action.
And then I'm gonna go back into the med bay,
Oh,
and I'm gonna loop around so that I'm not so that I can go around where they are.
okay.
Because I don't want to go through them because they'll stab me and I'll die. So I believe if I'm counting this right, it's 5, 10, it'll be 20, 25, and I can get to like right there.
Okay, I'll allow it.
So I'm running through the lab.
Okay. Hieronymus, what are you doing?
I'm also, by the way, as I'm doing that, going, y'all should probably run. And I'm like running away. I don't want
back.
I don't want to just shout because then they'll all be like, "Oh, we have to be so scared." I'm like, "Guys, we should get the fuck out."
Code name Skedaddle. Is there any kind of control on this to actually shut that door? So there's no.
Nope.
All right.
No.
That was one of my thoughts, but I was like, I don't think I can do both.
Yeah.
No, and this was something that I think everybody noticed when you were in the security room. I think almost everybody went in the security room before, of like all of the controls for everything are in there.
Right.
Finally remove that Rocco's bomb. Sorry.
Goodbye. All right, Hieronymus.
Oh my goodness. So Hieronymus steps out of that hallway, sees that there are 6 people crammed into the hallway with us, and there's not even room to move. Flux chucks a bomb down the hallway right past me. Hieronymus
And then runs the other way.
runs. So,
Right past you.
so I think Hieronymus is going to probably take Flux's advice and start boogieing back this way and away.
Sure, and you take the gurney with you.
Yeah.
With pretty much unconscious Yelta
Right.
on there. Yeah, absolutely. You can keep skedaddling through the suites as much as you would like.
All right. And since I didn't take an action, I'm just going to kind of book all the way through into here.
Sure.
We're going to stop right there so that this prisoner coming out of there does not see us, but instead sees their hated adversaries who have oppressed them and locked them in jail and decide to kill them instead.
That's kind of my hope too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna hit him until he hits us.
Okay.
What was that room next to? So there was the science room, was the big room there.
The labs are the big one.
I think we're in the
One of them's
scientist
like
bedroom.
essentially a locker room.
Yeah, you correct. The research quarters, the place where
Okay.
the nerds.
So
Nerds.
yeah. All right, cool.
Doing
Okay.
unethical things, just like, nerds.
As nerds do.
As nerds do. Horrible, unethical experimentations.
It's great. Okay, so I don't know who sees this. I'm gonna assume Cyrus because you're still out in the hall.
Yeah.
But I will.
Oh,
if you are
Good thing
peeking
you're
around a corner, I'll let you.
No, he's not peeking around the
Not
corner because he's
peeking.
raging.
That's fair. That is fair.
Full on look. That's not
Doing a big look. Yeah.
He also rolled a 1 for initiative, so
It's good. It's fine.
He's overcome with such rage that he's not thinking very straight.
his team's in danger. He's not happy about it. He's just met like someone. Now they know he's alive.
Flux also just like zooped past her and was like, "Just run!"
Get out of here. All right. Well, the prisoner does just try to take a yelling, running leap at
How did
those.
he get out? What happened?
Good question.
That's a good question.
We don't have time to find out.
But
They're all
I
gonna
have
die, by the way.
it's
I just threw an anti-magic bomb in an underwater bubble. They're all gonna fucking die.
The prisoner Cyrus that you see is this very, very tiny little creature, basically.
Okay.
Shit, the captain's still in here.
The captain.
The plasma thing captain. We never got her. Fuck.
There's a lot of things that are
We didn't get a lot.
still around. So yeah.
Is this map to scale?
Well, I'm feeling
That's
like
what I was
it's
wondering.
probably
That's
not
what I was-
just
Okay.
because
That's why I was.
If
Yeah.
it is, we're all dead.
I know. I know. It's the hallway is not big enough for my cool space fight, so I'm saying it's not to scale
Actually,
just for
we'd
me.
be fine because we have full cover. It only hits those who have direct.
But it's not big enough for my
Do
really
you,
cool
do you have
fight,
line of
so.
sight through glass bubbles and hallways?
That would technically count as direct line of sight, but I think you're still behind cover, so you're good.
I'm trying to find. Okay, there we go. There's my little reference point. So you see this very, very small-looking blue alien with really cool tech wings that aren't really working at the moment, and 3 fingers and 2 very large green eyes, and they just go buck wild. Just
For them.
scratching and biting and
Good for
punching,
them.
whatever they can reach.
Fully feral.
Fully feral. You see a little bit of this, like, when you look down the hall to the prisoner access, you can kind of see very dissipated right now, but like a roll of purple fog kind of like had come out and then just like, and so you see a little bit of that like sloughing off of this individual. Who just does a big old wacky, just a really big scratch, hit, bite. It's all good. So I'm just going to, nope, that's the wrong one.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, they do a big old 4 damage, but they're trying. They're doing their best. So that is the prisoner's turn. And this is gonna go very interestingly, so I highly recommend you guys go. because I don't want to fight myself. So
No, that makes sense.
That's fair.
If they're all doing it, you could just be like, they fight, and then we'll move on.
yeah, well, that's what's happening right now. Is the Italians are fighting the prisoner, but they are also fighting Cyrus, who is currently there. Or at least one of them is gonna take a swing at you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not gonna have them all suddenly go up on you just because I don't find that fun. So they're just gonna do my favorite attack, which is just a punch.
Yeah!
19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad that these like elite soldiers showed up and then just punched a guy.
It is a narrow hallway, so their
no
weapons
room.
can't come quite up, so it's just a big old
You
whack.
just gotta use like a bow.
Yeah, just boof.
I mean, hey, I'm not complaining right now. I'm glad they're not shooting us.
But then I think also that's 7 damage. Half. You're the one tracking this, so half of 7.
3.
Math. And then whoever hit you is also going to take out because they can reach a smaller weapon, take out their stun blade and give you another whacker with 3 lightning damage then.
Okay.
It's not halved because you don't resist lightning damage.
That's true. It is valid.
30.
Yeah. Why are you helping me?
Because I don't know. I'm just trying to maintain the rules. I don't know.
Okay. Well, so I'm going to say that's what happens just because there's close quarters and the other Italians are fighting this prisoner. And then Fazro comes in and she is suddenly like better and adrenaline and in the midst of just like everything. So she
Turn back around.
is going to Boise.
Pearl just needs to throw a fireball into that hole.
Preferably
Nice!
knife. Yeah, she starts to get a little dirty, like just feral as well. Because she doesn't have anything else to try to do things.
Glad she
for.
has a knife.
She does a knife. She misses the second attack, unfortunately. And that's Fazro's turn, so that puts us to Pearl.
Pearl's gonna skedaddle.
Okay, gonna skedaddle. Get out of here. Skedaddle. Once whoever's...
Where are we heading to again?
I assume the security
We're
room.
trying to go to security room.
Okay. Pearl's gonna come all the way out into the hallway.
Are
Pearl
you
know
just
where that
trying to go
is?
past Zalarians?
Yeah, I'm just dashing.
They're all gonna punch you.
Would Pearl know where that is,
Well,
though?
aren't they back here?
They're scattered throughout the hall. There's 6 of them. So
okay.
and again, my hall is not to scale.
That's why
because
we went around.
That's why they went around. But I will give you...
I mean, if I like come up here and I see that there's a bunch of people there before I enter the hallway, then she wouldn't do
Okay.
it. Especially since Hieronymus and Flux stayed in here.
Yeah, sure.
She's like, what do we do now?
What do we do now? So yeah, you can certainly take the same route.
Then I want to save my action for if someone attacks us.
Okay. Certainly. Do that. I will also give everybody who's going the circular way a advantage on a stealth check when you get out into the hallway.
Cool.
Hey,
Okay, Cyrus, with your 1 initiative, what are we doing?
Seeing that everyone else left except Fazro.
Yeah, she's still out there. She's like,
Cyrus is just like gonna grab my like
You're gonna grab her by the scruff?
the scruff of her little bat neck.
peace out with the other hand.
She's like kicking at,
Since
not against you, just whoever's
Yeah.
in range.
he is raged, so he does, because I can only apparently roll one specific power.
Use Fazro as a melee weapon.
She's going. Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, all you gotta do is like get her closer. Like,
Does he have the way to just book it through instead of going back? Because if he can book it through, that's the shorter path.
I mean, if anybody could powerhouse through a bunch
Yeah,
of
like-
people,
yeah.
Cyrus.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll to see how many are between you and the door. Okay, there's 4 of them between 3 Talions and then the prisoner between you and the security room door. So they will all get attack of opportunity.
Are you just gonna like curl her in?
Yep, that is exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna tuck it, and he's gonna.
Okay, all right.
Guys was like a football.
I was
Yeah.
thinking. Very football.
I mean, compared to
While
Cyrus,
that
yeah.
happens, though, he also does have the little bomb thing that appears somewhere between any one of them, and they have to make it. They have to make it. Dex. Yes, thank you.
Sure. Okay, so do we want to do that first before the attack to see?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait, doesn't that hit you?
Yeah, it would probably hit me too.
Shouldn't you move first then?
But it could distract them.
This is your wild magic rage, right? That we talked about. Okay. All right. Well, I will
It's at
roll.
the end of your turn.
Oh, it's at the end of my turn, so I have to. roll
Okay. So we'll roll attack first then.
I don't need a character.
Oh yeah, at the end
So-
of my current turn, it's fine.
Okay. So the first one rolls in 14.
That would not get it.
Okay. Second one rolls a 12. You're going too fast.
That would not.
So fast.
And the third one rolls an 8. So
That would
you're
also
like
not.
woo, shoulder checking them as you go through.
Breaking tackles.
Slamming
Yeah.
people, breaking collarbones.
Yeah,
like,
truly. And then the prisoner is going to make an attack.
You hit it.
You just beat, isn't it?
Yeah, they met your AC, so they beat it.
Yeah. Then the first one would have hit. I'm sorry.
No, I will have it towards player, so it's fine.
Oh, sure.
I was going off of what we did before.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's fine. The prisoner is going to try to hit you just because they don't know who you are.
No, that's fair.
That's an 18.
That does hit.
That does hit. So that is going
those
to
feral
be,
ones, you know?
Yeah.
Frothing at the mouth.
So that's gonna be with 6 and then halved is a 3. Yeah, and it's just a punch, kick, swipe, bite, anything.
That's fine.
You know, is what's happening.
It's not gonna slow Cyrus
No,
down at all.
absolutely not.
Might need to get a tetanus shot, but that's fine.
Yeah, maybe. And then all of the Italians need to roll. All of them need to roll dex, or just the 3 that you punched through.
Anyone within like a 5-foot radius of one of them, which
I'm gonna say that's all of them.
yeah.
Okay, so 6 of them need to roll dex. I'm just gonna roll as one
roll
collaborative because I don't. Well, it's a 19, so.
Does it do half? On success?
I believe so.
No, they all
Pass.
miss it.
Okay.
So there is an explosion above them. They don't.
You just flashbang them. They're
Yeah.
like, "What?"
Oh, gee.
Gosh.
That's why they spun so bad.
Okay, that's Cyrus's turn. So what's your movement? Yeah, I know that this map is a bit interesting. But I'm gonna say that the length is correct, not the width of my hallway.
Okay.
That makes sense. Oh, it's.
He moves real fast.
Oh, boys!
Skedaddle!
Skedaddle. Okay, well that gets you pretty far.
We just like watch a blur of orange past our door. Like what?
But he's not gonna go further because he's gonna wait for the team to make sure that they don't get their ass kicked.
You just hear the sound of a bowling ball hitting pins like that as Iris runs past.
And just Fazro yelling, just like ah!
So we don't have a captain.
You don't have a captain. What?
We don't have the captain of the Red Talons, right?
I think
Didn't one of
Yeah.
grab him?
I'm pushing over. You were pushing
Yeah.
him. Okay.
I was like, somebody grab him.
I was like, did we forget him? Oh my god.
The whole
We
reason
are going
we're
to
here.
get the one thing that we came here for.
Okay. So top of the order, Flux. What are we doing?
Okay, that's me.
Yep.
Okay, so I have a mission, and that mission is I gotta get to the fucking control room. So, 15. So that's my full movement, but I am not doing anything else because I don't want to engage them if I don't have to. It'd be better to just cut them off. So which one of these is the control room? Is it the third bubble down from the left?
Yeah,
that one. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
that's the
So I'm gonna use my action to dash then.
Okay.
I think I can get to like right here. It's a little weird. It's like on a diagonal, but like
I'll allow it.
yeah, like right there.
That's fine.
We get it.
So I'm like just barely peeking into the room.
Yeah, that works for me. Okay,
That's all I'm doing. I can't do
Cool.
anything else.
Hieronymus.
Same.
Okay.
We're gonna 1, 2.
I think you could actually make it in because you can bonus action dash.
What do we do about cat lady? Pirate.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
worried
she's
about her
still-
right now.
Yeah, she's still in that
still
spooky
there.
room that's bad to
That's
go in.
about to flood.
That's about to flood and blow up.
We should probably get her.
Yeah, do we have time slots?
If I can shut down security, like really fast.
Okay. All right. It's only been 6 seconds. We got a little bit of time.
We just reached 12.
Oh, right. You're right.
Yes, of course. All right, Hieronymus, you and the gurney.
Yeah.
Just zoom in.
The gurney is not going to fit in the security room, but you can
He's
kind
just
of
drifting.
you can
That's okay.
you can pull him off it and sling him in a corner if you want. He's not awake enough.
He
to
just
care.
lets go of the card as he is running and turns.
Are you taking Captain Delta in the security room with you?
Sure, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all right. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't weigh much.
No.
Amazing.
Not with 3 limbs missing.
Aw.
Okay. So I'm gonna make that your problem. I'm so sorry. Okay, so what happens next is we've got another fight between the prisoners and the goons, and I'm just gonna say that stuff happens, and they're tooth and
The
nail.
sound of fighting.
You
down the
do.
hallway. What was that weird mechanical sound we heard earlier? Have we seen any evidence
No,
of that?
you don't see any evidence of that. Actually, you know what? Flux, can you roll me a history roll?
Okay. I never roll well on history rolls. Yeah, exactly. As I was saying, I was like, it's not gonna happen. I think that's an 8.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah. No, it's actually lower. It's a 6.
Okay.
Wait. Have we? Is it still within an hour? I had advantage on my checks during like the prison break because I used the metal. It's been 3 weeks. I don't remember if it's
It
all
has
happened
been
within
a
an hour.
while. I'm gonna say it's been longer than
Okay,
you
then,
were,
yeah,
'cause
no,
you
that's
were. You guys were futzing around with stuff.
Yeah,
Flux used to skip history class to go take a second science class.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it was
Flux
more
has
of
no
a
idea.
personal history roll, and once again, Flux doesn't remember shit, so it's
He's a
all
very
good.
traumatized boy.
Well,
I have so many blocked memories.
You
he
have
has
a lot of
so
valid.
much PTSD.
a lot of
valid.
things.
You just saw it.
That,
Yeah.
that should be the Barbie post. This Barbie has so much PTSD.
That one makes me uncomfortable. Okay, so the goons are now trying to fend themselves against this prisoner.
I imagine they're just stabbing the fuck out.
They're trying their best. We're just gonna see. It's not going great for the prisoner.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad.
I mean, it's like
it's
one-
6 against 1.
Yeah, one tiny
One-
prisoner.
Yeah, but like they're just going ham. They're like
them.
swiping at feet and climbing up people's backs and just really
Biting off fingers.
Yeah,
Whatever
Yeah.
it takes.
Concerned about that, honestly.
Did all the cages open when the lockdown happened?
We'll find out.
Why would only one prisoner come
Maybe
out,
he
though?
was just ready to go.
Yeah.
It's only been 12 seconds.
It's
only
the
been
freshest prisoner, so they weren't as in stasis.
Yeah, he-
Like,
I gotta go. Okay. Let's. Fazra was tucked away, so she can't do anything. You're holding her like a fucking football, so she's
Gonna
just
try to pass on to
Wings
Pearl. She doesn't have wings, I don't think.
No?
She's
No.
bat. She's just bat-like.
I thought she had like membranes.
No,
no, I don't believe she
I don't
did.
think we did.
Oh.
Which, by the way, we need
She's
to put
just
that art in the channel
Yes.
because she's cute. I like her.
Fuzzy.
I love her design. She's so adorable.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
You did a great job. Okay. Pearl, you're next.
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can get right here, no problem.
Okay.
pass off.
Pass off. I need everybody out in the hall. So that's going to be Cyrus and Pearl right now. To just roll me a straight stealth. I just want to see how clunky we are. I know. But I will give you advantage.
The man that bulldozed through everyone.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
two.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's like
It's
a
a
1.
one.
Yes.
Okay.
No, no.
Okay,
not
Cyrus.
I don't do stealth. I do not do it.
Do not do stealth.
That's an 8.
Okay. So, Pearl and Cyrus, you, however you get down the hall, it's not fast enough and it's not stealthy enough, especially not with Cyrus just shoulder checking, that two of the Italians break off from the fight, and the prisoner who's going hog wild, to make their way towards you. So that is going to be what happens next, in the span of, our rounds. So Cyrus, you notice this happening as we go through. So what are you doing?
Gonna turn around and he's gonna pull out the gun and fire.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect place for it too.
Yeah, as long as that rolls really well. That's 14. So that does that.
They have to make a save.
Yeah, they have to make a save. I don't remember
Okay, what kind of save?
Dex save. Beat 15.
I'll roll twice. Well, the first one rolls a crit. So the second one fails. So the two that are headed towards you, one of them does a really cool matrix dodge. Matrix.
He still takes a little bit of damage though.
Yeah.
And then the second one just gets blasted in their chest, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you shooting one of the point? No, you're not right there.
Not.
So just one.
3. So that's a 7 total.
2.
7 points of fire damage to both of them.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
one who succeeded takes 3.
Okay. Okay.
Good shot though.
Yeah. Oh, it looks cool as hell.
It's
and
so cool.
it definitely makes the one who gets the full pressure in their chest plate reevaluate what they're doing.
And then they also do still have to make a dex.
Okay. Against your
The little another one appears.
Oh, another one.
At the end of every turn.
Is it everybody?
No,
Or
just
just
the
these
two
two?
closest
Okay.
ones.
All right.
I should put a blade on that shotgun.
Well, 2 and an 11, but then the 2 is a crit fail. So that
Come
one's
in.
bad.
Yeah, no.
It's the one who got hit in the chest.
That's
Can't defend themselves.
That is fair.
He can't do a sweet roll right after
No.
being shot.
No, who can?
that is 4 force damage
Okay,
Sweet.
to both of them.
to both of them. Okay. Okay, so that's.
Pearl's now holding faster out because
Good thing I have 4 arms.
You're holding Fazro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not very well.
No, because she's squirming.
I don't believe I'm strong enough for this.
You don't know who this is.
This is
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
what
I
you were
have-
built to do.
Yeah,
is
true.
hold
Hold squirming
small
babies.
people.
This is much bigger than most of the kids I babysit.
And take him into the security room.
It's not my turn.
Cyrus, it's not my turn. Don't tell them.
Okay. Flux, let's go.
So as both Flux and Hieronymus are running, Hieronymus is faster than Flux. So I imagine the way this goes is that Flux runs first, and then he just hears the really rapid squeaking sound of the wheels as
Like
Hieronymus
one wheel is jiggling like a bad cart at the grocery store.
as Hieronymus drifts in first. Flux does a sort of last second and he kind of jumps underneath the gurney and kind of rolls
Fast
into the
and
room.
Furious style.
As he lands and then quickly pushes himself up and immediately goes over towards the monitors and stuff like that. Now I have interacted with these before. I know how they work really well. I believe is what we figured out. I rolled super good, so I figured out the systems. So I want to shut a bunch of doors because I don't want anybody else getting in. So first things first is I'm going to attempt to. Are there doors in the hallway that close off different parts of it? It would make sense for flooding, which is why I asked.
So you can certainly know everything there is to know about how this works, which is yes, there's a ton of doors, but I'm going to make you roll a Tinker Tool check to see what you do shut down.
Okay. So 17 plus 7.
Ooh.
So 24.
24, nice.
Okay. So you remember what you found before, and the intricacy of it is not as complicated now that you've done it a couple times. So you hear the doors release, and every door that can be closed in the facility is closed. You hear the clank as they all snap shut, and you can control everything within the facility from here. As you smash the buttons that close the door, you activate the backdoor protocol, which, as you look around the room, there's a flat section of the wall begins to glow, and the beginnings of an electronic portal begin to form. The screen prompts you to enter a room for the portal to engage with. You can roll a check if you want to do more with that.
Another Tinker's check. That one's a little lower. That's 16.
Okay.
What the hell's that portal thing?
I have no idea. Working on that.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I closed every door, so it's just me and Aronimus locked in a tiny room.
Oh god.
And Captain Yalta,
Who's on the floor.
who's unconscious.
The gurney's on the side.
Yeah.
A sparking yellow portal has appeared. You said yellow.
I didn't say any color, but sure.
I just assumed it was
Now
yellow.
it's yellow.
Now it's orange.
It's orange. Okay. Does it look, can I look through it, or is it
Somewhere
just like
there's a
glowing
blue
energy?
portal.
Yep.
And we go right in the aperture.
Maybe. So right now it's not activated, so it is this. You can tell that it is a portal that could go someplace. It's
But I have
kind
no
of
idea
like-
where it goes.
No, but you see the prompts on the screen that say "Enter room."
Oh, so it can take me to other chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to very quickly type if I have the time to.
I will say you might have to hold for that because 6 seconds is not a lot of time.
Right. Okay.
So this is where I will say you can be.
I'm typing furiously.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm like really quickly like tapping through windows.
Yeah.
A bunch of pop-ups are appearing on the
Yeah.
screen. I'm like, come on.
You gotta clean up their computers.
I'm 6 layers deep in the settings menu.
Yeah. Truly. Truly. All right, Hieronymus, you're locked in the room with
ads
Flux
showing
and
up.
Yalta. What are you doing?
Sorry, I accidentally locked you guys in the hallway. I didn't know that door was going to close.
Yeah. Can we get this one door back open here?
I'm working on it, alright? I had to close them all first, and then I can open individuals.
Okay, well let's open this one so
I'm
we can.
trying.
Yeah, show me what button to push.
Okay. Roll an investigation for me.
What am I gonna do? I'm locked in a room.
That was a 24, so that was very good control over the doors themselves. 'Cause
Was
there
this
were some-
investigation?
Yeah, just to see if you can look over Flux's shoulder and be like, oh, the screen says press the blue button.
It's
I got a
right there,
13.
stupid.
Yeah, you.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
So you can roll again?
Yeah, roll again.
Okay.
That's worse.
That's worse.
Okay, so
That's significantly worse.
Take a 13.
You're not helping!
I'm trying.
I feel like we hear this
Oh,
even in the hallway.
They're not soundproof doors.
It's all glass. You can see us.
It's just muffled enough. That you're like,
The doors are metal. The doors are metal doors. The glass is the hallway because it looks cool.
It does look
Okay,
cool. Hell yeah.
it's a cool prison. Give me one thing. Okay,
we didn't say it wasn't. We think it's very cool.
it's very
It's
cool.
so cool.
Rob thinks it's a hamster wheel.
What? Arbitrary.
Are you saying that they're not cool though?
Exactly.
That's a solid point.
Your hamster being able to just run wherever?
That's fair.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Does he do anything, or is he just trying to
Just
do
yell
that?
us.
Just yelling.
Should I hit this button? Should I hit this button right here? Will this button open that door?
I'm trying to activate a portal.
Portal!
That thing.
All right, so we argue for 6 seconds and then
Yelling
move
at
on.
each
Did
other.
they say something about a portal?
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Just hold out for 6 seconds.
It's the prisoners, and then the goons, and then Fazro, and I don't quite know what they are doing. So,
Well, two of the goons are coming for us.
two of the goons are still coming for you guys.
One
there
is
you go.
probably a little bit upset.
The prisoner was first, and they're just still trying to take out guards.
Have they
So
not died yet?
they don't look great,
Okay.
but they're hanging on, and they are putting like knives in armor chinks kind of deal, and it looks scary. Okay, so the two goons do make their way over to Cyrus and Pearl, although the one is like not feeling great because he got hit in the chest and hit by a magical detonation.
Yep.
So actually he's kind of angry. He's not super happy about that. So
I can't imagine why, really.
I can't imagine why. Is going to actually not be as close as they appear to be. And so I'm not going to move them on the map because my freaking buttons. Anyways, so can I maybe like click the things I want to click? Hey, Cyrus, is a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay. All right. You are restrained by a big old net made of lightning, made of electricity.
Oh, that's like the worst thing.
I think that just pisses him off.
Oh, I'm
more.
sure. Absolutely. So if you want to free yourself from the net, DC 15 strength check, or if you want to just try to do a slash,
Good thing you got
You have to use your action to do it.
super gloves.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
have the super gloves.
they're meant for lifting things, not for...
I mean,
You can certainly try, but they're not going to give you the help that you need for this one.
okay. Well, definitely, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go for it.
You have to use an action to do it. Is it your turn?
It's not my turn, I don't think. I'm hoping it's not my turn. Is it my turn?
No. I will have you be able to hold. You can like use that preemptively if you'd like. So if you want to do that now, or if you want to do an action on your turn, that's what I will say.
I did already roll, and it's bad, but I did already roll.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
I will let you if you want to hold your action for your
Hold
action.
action.
Okay, cool. So you're just restrained, and this the one Zalarian.
Imagine we immediately see this on the cameras, and I'm like,
Yeah, you can see everything.
no.
Sparking with electricity. This net for like the second time.
Yeah, this
like
is the second time
that this has happened.
Second time in like probably not 24 hours, maybe 24 hours.
I don't think it was quite 24 hours, maybe 48.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, it doesn't feel great.
No.
And that Italian is gonna come closer and try to slash at you while you're restrained.
Rude.
Oh yeah, super rude. And they're gonna. You're still raging, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 more points of damage. So they fire off this net, and it sparks with electricity and holds you down a little bit, and they move closer and do a big wide slash so they don't hurt themselves on the net.
Rude.
Yeah, absolutely. And then this other one is going to do pretty much the same thing to you, Pearl.
Rude.
Yeah, well, they're in close quarters, and this is not it. 19 hits, I assume.
It's not what it's
Not if I use shield.
Are you using it?
Yes.
All right.
I'm like, we're not both being restrained out here.
Not
Okay.
if I use shield. I'm just gonna take it.
I
Actually.
just,
I just decided I don't want to use shield.
I'm asking because
Boink.
I love clarification. Okay, so what does that look like when this net of electricity comes hurling itself at you?
So Pearl, while she's still trying to, because it'd be both of us, she's like, shit, and she uses one of her other arms, and she kind of like does this like sweep upwards as it's flying towards her, and it's just like this iridescent, almost clear, just, and it's like,
Cool. The electricity in it dissipates somehow. It like whatever was holding the magic and the electricity together kind of goes. And it's so close you can't feel it, but Fazro feels it on her skin of like that, just enough to give you goosebumps. And that is going
is she
to
still
be,
squirming?
She's like
Are you a little calm?
she's not
We
calmer.
got things to do.
No, but it is her turn, and so because you defended her and she has another kind of something to take her aggression out on, she's gonna run towards that Talion and
She's just leaping out of my arms.
oh yeah,
Like, no.
she's
I'm
like,
not gonna fight her. I'm like,
yeah,
all right.
yeah, and she is going to she's going to continue trying to stab them, which I don't think works for the first time. And doesn't work for the second time. So I think it's because it was a try to get out of your arms. She like doesn't quite make it to. She's swinging before she's even close to the Talion.
Still wildly slashing.
And screaming. And
She's just a baby.
she's just a baby who's very angry now.
She's so mad.
She's so mad. And then now it is your turn, Pearl.
Okay. Would it be better to free Cyrus or to attack those guys?
Attack.
Okay. I mean, I know you'll get out eventually, but I don't really want to waste spell slots. Look, I don't know what's coming up, okay?
I think that was the time to use them, to be fair.
Yeah.
Let's see, so there's just 2 of them, like, right here in front of us.
Yep.
Well, there's 4 more. They're going to be coming as soon as they finish
Right.
killing off that.
I'm just gonna shoot a shatter off at one of them.
Okay. What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Okay.
And they have to make a constitution save.
Okay, so I'm going to say that goes all the way down the hall.
Oh.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll. I am going to roll 6 different times. So Constitution, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I assume it's not a 4.
No. The DC's 14.
DC's 14. All right, cool. Only one of them makes it. And so I'm going to say it's the one that's closest to Cyrus, who is kind of trying to slash at Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
Your whatever directionality just kind of just misses them. And I'm also going to roll for my beautiful prisoner, who is not doing great. But rolls a 14. So they're too little. They're too small.
Goes right over.
Goes right over them.
Great.
So what happens when we've got 5 of them get hit?
It's almost like a sonic boom, where I think I used it against someone before, where it was almost like this silent, like, thing, but then it, like, forward.
Mm-hmm.
So and then when they get hit, it's just like this horribly painful, loud noise. So they probably all like grab wherever their ears are.
Does that break the glass?
Uh-oh.
It's like literally an explosion.
It shakes it. It's not glass.
Does it break the see-through material into glass?
No.
The transparent aluminum.
It's a material that's in space, okay? It's a space metal.
As strong as steel, but more.
You know what's funny about Shatter is that it's a 3d8, and I only got 15 damage out of it.
Oh,
I'm like,
That's actually pretty good.
it's alright.
Because the average of a D8 is 4.5. So that's very average.
Okay.
Just telling you.
okay.
And
So the one directly in front of you, Pearl, the one that Fazra was trying to fight. I'm gonna roll for her too. But let's see how she's doing. Because she's certainly in the way.
yeah.
Oh, she's fine.
She's so fine.
She's okay.
Which is ironic for her being a bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Her ears are bleeding.
This is a
Nah.
dawning of becoming a barbarian.
However you cast a spell is like right in front of her. But the one that is in front of Fazra, that Talion just like drops down, not dead, but just not doing good.
Mm-hmm. I literally don't know who this bat lady is, but I'm just like, get the fuck.
Stop that.
I've decided that I've adopted.
Yeah,
I've been handed this child, and now I must care for it.
And then the rest in the hallway.
are they having a good old time?
Well, they all seem to have.
It's great over here.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's great. So They all have whatever color their species blood is dripping from their ears, and they're not doing super great.
I'm just gonna assume it's purple.
Well, they're all different species, so one of them at least is purple.
There you go.
One of them is playful. And then
Oh, that's awesome.
the prisoner is fine, and is kicking them.
While they're down,
Well, they're
literally?
down. Absolutely.
Yeah, that guy's a beast. Good for them.
Well, they're not great. They're not doing great.
yeah, but they're trying, and that's what counts.
They're very angry.
We should recruit them.
Size of the fight and the dog.
Can he cook?
You don't
We
know
already
anything
got a
about this
cook.
person.
But we like his style.
Yep.
Oh, it could be what's his name's brother.
It's much too little. It's not a
Well,
feline
and we
looking
know that they're
individual.
twins.
Yeah.
Well, it could be
So-
fraternal twins.
It does
from
not look
different
like
species.
Mulbo. No,
True.
it does not look like Mulbo.
We should take them just in case.
I would love to say that someone knows who they are and what they look like, but bad rules, huh?
I feel like it might be Flux's guy.
What's this guy? But regardless, that is Pearl's turn. Cyrus, what are we doing? You're trapped.
Cyrus is gonna try to get out.
Okay.
Of the net
Get out of the
with
net.
a different dice.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
no, this dice says no too. Everything. You
Do
know
you- Do you want to try again?
I have my token somewhere. Done with this. Pass it over to Brittany.
Yay! Brittany has a token again.
Yay.
That was way
That was way better.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Great. What is that?
So that's a 21.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
Not even.
However you want to get out of this net, you get out of this net. If you want to keep this net, you can keep this net.
Keeping the net.
Yeah, it's
Pulling
there's
it
no
off.
more electricity flowing through it, but you have it.
But it's a trinket.
Oh.
It's a very large trinket.
Can I still?
You can make
Can
it
I
into a
still-
cape.
Continue.
Can I still shoot at the guy, or will that take my whole turn?
That's your full action.
yeah,
to get
it's-
out of that. So yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's a 21. I'll let you give it. I'll let you give a good old 1-2.
Birdie is more lenient than I.
Well, there are other things that are going to happen today.
No. This is good for us.
This is great for us.
It's a 15. for attack.
15 to hit.
With the shot. Yeah.
No, they have to make a save.
Oh yeah. They have to make a save.
Okay.
The only reason you're rolling is to see if it breaks.
Oh,
The only reason
right.
I roll is to make sure I don't get a 2 or a 1.
Great. Okay, what am I rolling?
Dex.
Dex. Against.
Yeah, it's a fail. It's a 15 easy.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, point blank. Right
It
in
does
this
double
guy's
damage.
chest.
Double damage.
Oh my god, that's a great start.
It-
That's fantastic.
So that is 16 damage.
Okay.
Hell yes.
Yeah, not super great. Yeah, they're not dead, but they're on their knees. They're like not looking hot. Again, to the chest, not a quite fun way to go about.
And then
The
they're
daily
also gonna
experience.
have to make another dex.
Okay.
Hey Cyrus, over the cameras, how bad do you look?
Cyrus is definitely bloodied.
Oh yeah, we have things so we can talk to each other.
Right. this makes
Yes,
sense.
you do. Well, that's crit fail. So
Yeah, neither of those are going to.
Good stuff.
So
Nice.
it's 5.
Okay.
More damage.
There's a lot of just like chip damage. That
Yeah.
Cyrus is. He's just like an AoE machine.
Dude, some damage is better than no damage.
Exactly. He
he
can take a few hits. He can give out.
give a few hits for sure. This Talion is hanging on by a thread. A very, very thin thread.
Cool.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say, because we've got a bunch of Talions who are not doing great, and we've got 2 that are doing very bad. Then what I'm gonna say is that if Pearl and Cyrus, you want to try to get into the security room,
Yeah,
I will let
literally gonna, like, start opening the door,
I will let
like-
that happen now with Fazro in tow. So
Yeah,
I
I re-grab her. I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh.
just roll me a dex to make sure that you don't trip on your way in.
That's cocked, yeah.
Because there is a gurney kind of line.
It's a 16, so
Okay, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You're doing great. If you just pick up Fazor, she doesn't roll anything. You picked her up.
if Pearl didn't, then Cyrus would.
Yeah,
The second they're inside, by the way,
yeah. Close the
shutting
door
that door
again.
again.
Cool.
And can we see on the monitors inside of the prison area where this dude popped out of, and if other people are popping out of
Yes.
little pods?
Yeah, checking the monitors for sure.
So everybody roll me perception then on what we see on the
18.
monitors. Okay.
I never roll good on perception. What's happening?
It's a
Who are
it's a
you?
Technology, you know.
I guess.
17. Oh my god. Well, Sophronis.
Hieronymus is trying to find the monitor.
You're like,
I got a
there's so
19.
much happening right now. you're still trying to figure out how Flux opened the door, I think.
Cyrus is hyper vigilant.
Yeah, I think everybody that looks at the monitor to the cell block can see that the Pearl and Cyrus, you recognize that the Magitek arms are just moving. They're just moving around.
So
The ones from the prison?
The ones from the cell block that
Yeah.
you like deftly use to
Yeah.
get the correct prisoner. They're kind of just going around.
so combat has sort of ended.
Yeah.
Okay. Has it been 30 seconds?
That was only like
that was
3?
We did 3 rounds, so
So
Right.
it was 18.
So 12 seconds until the bomb goes off. Good. Okay. Just making sure you have that in your mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we're seeing everything in that room is going kind of haywire.
Yeah.
Can I, with an 18, do I see anybody in there that's? Well, firstly, are the prisoners getting out?
So it doesn't look like there's this mass exodus.
No.
It is almost as though whatever coding has gone bonkers on these arms had just happenstance pulled a cell and put it into the prisoner release.
How
Some bugs.
Yeah, there are some bugs.
how targeted can I make this portal? Or is it
Um,
just a room, or can I put it in a place in a room?
just a room. When you went to put in the information for on the screen, it is prompting you to enter a room. Just
Okay.
like that you've got a drop down list, a click drop down list of.
Okay, good.
Also, can we see back up the VIP if there's like a big giant pile of Italians that are like piling into the room where there's a bomb or anything?
Yes, we closed the doors on them, so if they're still in there, they're stuck in there with the bomb.
They are stuck in there with the bomb. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say 12 seconds certainly has passed, and
Yeah, that's a big explosion.
you don't see anything on the cameras anymore.
That was sort of a given, actually. Do we hear it? I imagine we do.
What does it sound like?
I imagine it's probably a really weird mix of like an explosion, the sound of like a lot of like glass shattering because they're like a bunch of crystals, so it's like that like breaking sound, as well as like I imagine like a really weird kind of like muffled like thwomp sound.
Sure. I need to look at something real quick.
Does that orb exist anymore?
Hard to tell.
You can't tell. You're stuck in the security room.
Can I see from the prison cells if anything has broken? Because those two rooms were connected.
They aren't. So just as a reminder, the way that we have the map on the screen is not necessarily.
But the observation room looks right into the prison.
It looks over top
Yeah,
of it,
they
so
weren't
everything's
connected.
got.
Oh, so they're not
layers.
they're not actually connected. It's just glass looking down into more glass.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes more sense. So looking at the prisoners is all really
Yeah. Well, and there's monitors and cameras and
Right.
all that stuff in the observation deck. The cell block is fine. You still have a security camera to the cell block.
Flux is gonna think for a second, kind of like scratching his chin, and then he's going to press a few things on the keyboard, and I'm going to pull up the current whereabouts and location of the dino units, which I recalled like forever ago. So they should be back by now, I would think.
I hope so.
Unless they're really slow, in which case they're terrible sentinels.
There were 4, and I believe one of them was destroyed by you two. So,
So they say.
so they say.
I don't even remember it, so...
Yeah, Pearl doesn't have any claim to it anymore.
So it's really just Fluxate.
Wow. Cool.
I can't help it.
This is okay.
Flux doesn't know anything's wrong yet.
No.
Too distracted.
There's no
I think the only one that does is Cyrus.
Yes, correct.
Continue, please.
There is no good information on the screen. The bugs seem to be affecting.
So I have no more access. So I called them back and I'm lost.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
correct. Because I rolled a 1.
Great, that's not good. Okay, I was sort of banking on that one. Okay, so I was going to try to break one of the chains using the dino units, but, I can't access them. Apparently the system has shut me out of that particular thing.
How strong are the chains?
I'm gonna look over you. I don't know. We didn't try to break them or anything when we were out there. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
She lost some of her memories, I think.
Again, no emotion on this face she wanted so badly.
What?
Something happened in the hall.
Wait, no. Wait, we don't have time for this. Pearl, you're doing alright?
I feel fine.
Great, okay. We have access to the other rooms if we need it. Nobody else can access the other rooms. Which room do we need right now?
What
we could
rooms
get
are there?
back to the prison cells and try to save a particular one. We're trying to get the cops to the plasma effect, right?
We are?
If they were here.
Yeah, we know they're here. So let's do that. Unless I'm gonna quickly look over this. Can I tell if that anti-magic field is still up in there?
In the
prison cells.
Prison cells, do an investigation roll for me. Because you're gonna find some information.
It's pretty good. It's a 16.
16. Okay. With a 16, I don't know if you want to say that this is through some kind of hacking in the system or there's like 5 million binders around this whole security room.
Yeah, I'm imagining it's pulling up.
Sure. So there is not actually an anti-magic field in the prison cell block. There is in the labs.
Okay, so the thing that messed with Pearl isn't anti-magic?
It's anti-magic. And it currently is on and off. It's like flickering. Again, bugs.
Okay. Through one of the cameras, do I see anybody I recognize?
In the prison?
In the prison blocks.
You can't really see the prisoners in there. You saw the manifest though.
Okay.
Like way before, and you didn't recognize any of them. That I think Hieronymus had found the list and showed
There was 4 we pulled out.
Yeah.
I just specifically knew we were here for a cat lady.
We were here for the talents.
Right, but we figured out that she was here. So we wanted to
Yes,
get her.
correct.
We're really more looking for Lobo's brother.
Also him.
Yes.
More so than the cat lady because she doesn't cook. That I'm aware of.
If you were to punch in the captain's prisoner number, you could find what cell block she's in, but you would have to go into the prisoner access to control the magic arms to get the cell block.
Well, okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay.
We're locked in here,
Yeah.
so unless we're actively under attack, it seems like we have a little bit of time. So I'm gonna spend some time searching. Is that another investigation?
To find her
cell block and information.
Okay.
Try to get her out of there.
So you would have to exit the room to get into the prisoner access using the portal,
Right.
which I will let you do.
Okay.
You rolled a 16, I think, on that. But you can find some information about the portal, which is it is a one person trip. So it's not a one way, but it is one person passes through and then it closes.
Right. So they could reopen it and get me back out, as long as I show them how to do it.
Yes, and I will.
Are you sure you don't want to send someone else?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
Keep our
send
science
someone
guy
else.
safe.
And you stay here to get that person back.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes more sense.
Do we need to draw straws? Like
no.
who's going?
Who already used it? You used it, right? The system.
Yeah, I've used the system before.
All right. I'm gonna type in a couple of things and I'm gonna pull a lever.
Sure, we love
And
levers.
I'm gonna open the portal up to that area.
Okay.
Which I assume isn't it like the prisoner access is like between the two bubbles, right?
It's its own.
So it's like a tiny little closed off area.
Yeah. It's where you can get the cell block to dock into the docking bay to then get them.
All right. Gonna sort of type on the keyboard.
Okay.
One way trip.
So
I will open it back up though.
All right.
Wait. So how did this work? One person was moving controls, and what did Pearl? You don't remember.
We didn't know where.
She's doing it out of character.
Out of character. We didn't know where they were, so Pearl went in to find it and been like, "Oh, it's right there."
Now we know where they
But
are.
we know where she is.
Yeah, so we don't actually have to go
Don't
in
have to
this
go
time.
through the little rigmarole, the mini game.
Right, so I'm gonna quickly search and try to find the location of the specific
It's a
pod.
pretty great mini game, though.
Yeah. So can I find the specific one if I spend enough time on it?
Yeah, no, I'll give it to you just because you found the manifest way earlier on everybody's.
Flip through a couple of things.
Yeah. And it's easier because you're in the security room and you've got access to all the data and all that jazz. So,
Okay.
yeah, Flux certainly passes that information along to you.
Cool.
I'm gonna write it down on like a little piece of paper and pass it over to you.
There's so many Post-it notes in the security
Yeah.
room. There's so many.
All right.
Also, you could just chalk over the headsets.
Do they even
Yeah.
work right now?
Ooh, good question.
I sort of assumed everything got messed up when lockdown happened.
They are a little fuzzy, but they are still, when you like activate them, you can hear that echo that happens when you're too close to each other in the room.
Okay.
So, yes, they do currently work.
Yes. I'm gonna go through the portal.
Okay.
And also no longer raging. So.
Okay, all right, cool. So the portal was this weird, hazy, orange, floating digital thing, and it opens up to be, you can see it directly across from the controls that you were at with the console when you first did the magic tech arm. So you exit through it and it closes, but it doesn't do anything other than just close.
Still gonna start searching through the log while he's in there, by the way, trying to find other numbers of relevance. If I could,
prisoners?
Yeah, because we're looking for, what was it, Bulba's brother?
Yes. Yeah, I
didn't look through everybody before, which is why Flux didn't recognize
No.
them or anything.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I have a camera, so I could theoretically see that guy in the hallway if he's not dead yet. I don't know if that means anything.
You want to roll again for that?
I don't know.
Go for it.
What am I even rolling? Just intelligence?
History was to see if you could recognize them. 9. No.
Oh, he's just a weird guy.
It's a weird guy. The wings are cool though.
Huh. Alright.
I'm trying to see if I have a list of prisoners.
Yeah, we're just trying to bust out people we know. So.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. Well, the problem is that I don't think that it would be, some of these people would be recognizable just because they have names that are different than what they go by and all that jazz. Just roll an investigation.
I'm good at those. 25. It's consistent, man. It's like every history check is a 2.
Okay, well, so there's not any more red talons, there's not any more plasma fangs other than the captain. You do find a name that you recognize, and I will say it is from a personal time in your history, and you can tell me who that is.
Ooh.
Pick one. Pick somebody.
Anybody?
Anybody, except for the person you're not currently recognizing in the hallway.
God, Brittany, you can't just drop that. I had nothing up for that.
I need a break.
No,
from coming up with people.
Okay. The problem is Flux doesn't know very many people.
Well, you worked with a fair amount of crews, I think, and we've talked about this before.
Oh, one of the many people he abandoned?
Yeah, I'll probably say
there.
he's like a little almost like spidery looking alien with like this like dark mottled green skin, sort of like a chitinous exterior, 4 legs on the bottom, almost like centaur like weirdly, but he's like more middle instead of like forward. A little pudgy around the sides with 3 like big black eyes. He's, I don't know, he's probably one of Flux's like, we knew each other. I did I made you like a little engine part, and then you just vanished, and I was just like, that's probably fine. And his name is Zalgar.
Okay. Yep.
Old customer.
Sure. Someone that you have a good rapport with.
Yeah, we were friends, sort of.
Yeah. the way that you can.
Work friends.
Customer friends.
Yeah, for sure. A regular. You love a regular. Okay. Well, that you recognize that name and the headshot. That's in there.
Yeah, I'll just pass the information along to Cyrus.
All right. And gonna try to get these out.
Okay. This is where I'm gonna pause us because we don't have a lot more time left,
No.
and I think that we should probably pause here. So that's where we're gonna be, and that's where we're gonna pick up next game. And I'm sure it'll be fun.
That's no big deal.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's
It's so
fine.
fine.
It's
We are-
so good.
We are little dogs in burning cafes.
Nobody worry about anything. Thank you so much for watching the show. Thanks for sticking through our little month off. That was super fun. Well, it's not for me. I don't know if it's fun for anybody else, but
I had a good time.
I had a good time. So once again, just stick around. Thank you for redemption of audience points. There were gloves and there were prisoner releases today because of audience points.
Yeah.
So
Yay!
yay! So you too can add chaos to the mix if you'd like by joining our Discord server and commenting on the Twitch stream and all kinds of good, great stuff. Today's adventure brought to you by myself and Colorado Brown. Music, sound effects provided by Sirenscape, and thank you to Liz for putting stuff together and also for not listening to the error message. Thanks. Thanks. Sorry I had to send that to you. Thank you to our control room, who I believe today is Brendan Montgomery back there. So, but also thanks to Molly Cook and Brian Bowersox for always being able to help us get rocking and rolling. Special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. As a reminder, we would not be doing the show without them. So support public access, support your local public access, and support Community Access Media. Join us again next week as we dive back into the adventure, and we will see you. Goodbye.